So, good luck. So this is the deal. You don't like it. You need to be 100% sure. And there's other choices. She wants you to be like, she said she deliberated for a long time.
Before you hand away, and then we'll hand over to the proper people. First one's time in this reception, this wedding service, sorry, is going to take around about 30 minutes. Afterwards, there's going to be a drinks reception down below and hopefully outside if the sun's shining by that particular point as well. And the point to note in that one also is that that's the point when the bouquet will be thrown. So if any single ladies, or women for that matter, wish to put themselves forward for that, we will try and give you an announcement before it takes place, or whichever is your choice. That's up to you. The only other one I wanted to mention is as far as complexity is concerned. Simon and Nicola are very keen that you do get the opportunity of throwing things. Unfortunately, there's a restriction on confetti where it can be used, and indeed what type of confetti can be used. So they've gone to the trouble of actually establishing some boxes of different.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard we can go.
I was a messy, drunken student. Again, timing I struggle with. It was a couple of years at least until we got together, wasn't it? And I won't change that for the world. Personally, to get to know Nicola as a friend first was a wonderful thing, and I think our relationship has grown from that and on that. But it also gave me the opportunity to do a bit of growing up, because I fear I may well have scared you off.
I'd like to call Simon my best friend, but Nicola also. So I was particularly honoured to be asked to say a little bit about Nicola instead. I know Eddie and John will do a proper job on Simon later on, so I'll leave that to them. They'll do a better job than I would. So I'm sure you'll all agree, Nicola looks amazing in her dress today.
Hey!
But in this instance, not a lot actually. Thanks to Nicola's parents for that one. So I wasn't going to say clothes that one. Lost my best. So Nicola did mention I was in running to be a bridesmaid, but she thought it would be inappropriate for me to wear a dress.
I'm not going to get up on stage, mainly because I have normal length legs.
Brains before brawn.
I'd like to thank Simon and Nicola firstly for gathering so many people here together for my birthday. I wasn't going to make that joke, but you brought it up, so... Right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome. When I wrote this sitting in Hong Kong, I included a parenthetical, "It's a shame about the weather." Lucky I've been misproved, I'll carry on with the joke. Because, unlike Alanis Morissette, I don't believe that rain on your wedding day is ironic. In fact, in England it's simply a statistical probability. However, even without sunshine outside, there's enough in the room to make all things meteorological unimportant. To quote the Telegraph, this is the society wedding of the year. Admittedly, it was referring to that of Thomas von Strohensee to Lady Melissa, and the year in question was 2013. But let's not quibble over small points, eh? It's close enough. In all seriousness, it's a privilege, a pleasure, and an honour to be here with Simon and Nicola on their special day. As the three best men are all going to speak, in fact Billy already has done, for those of you with the speech deck, around about 55 minutes is probably accurate. I'll make it brief. I went to school with Simon, and we'll focus on the early years. And AD, former colleague turned great friend, will regale you with tales of the less early years, I guess. Billy has done his piece very nicely with some photos to join. So, the early years. Where to begin? I first met Simon in 1996. Both of us were new pupils in Year 9, or third form as it was then at Claymore School. My unshakable first impression was that he was annoyingly tall, and that tallness was my thing. Anyway, putting this grievance to one side, I struck up a conversation with him, and I liked him. A lot. Immediately. He had and has an honesty, a modesty, and an all-round good-humoured likability, which I loved then and which I cherish to this day. But I digress. There will be ample time for schmaltz later on. Let's talk funny stories. Simon's Unbreakable Ericsson, one of my early favourites. It came in a sizable orange padded protective case that I remember vividly to this day. I'm sure the box read, "Virtually indestructible," or something similar. Now, in not one single science experiment ever during his entire school career was Simon ever as thorough as he was in trying to disprove the indestructible tag. Hit with hockey stick, check. Thrown at wall, check. Submerged in carbonated drink, check. Called on vibrate while submerged in carbonated drink, check. Froth and fizz absolutely bloody everywhere, check. He did break it in the end, I can't remember quite how, but he managed, well done Simon. Moving on, Simon has long been an excellent yachtsman, and it was his desire to share his passion with his friends that made for some of the best stories. Racing a Hunter 707 at Cows Week with a crew of 5, roughly 80% of whom had no idea what they were doing, As we crossed the start line with spinnaker deployed, Simon called "Downhaul" at one of our less experienced number, assuming it was obvious that a specific rope ought to be pulled. It really wasn't. The crew member, pleased at the speed of his own reactions, immediately released the rope entirely, only to see the beautiful pink and blue and quite expensive sail float gracefully over the top of the mast. We would have been more aware of the loud ripping sound had we not been in the process of capsizing. On the start line. Other fond memories include Simon's 18th birthday in Cowes. Picture at the ready. I can neither confirm nor deny whether he was wearing an enormous inflatable condom as a hat all evening. But I do clearly remember one moment. The Tom Hanks film Castaway had recently been released. For those of you who haven't seen the film, it's Tom Hanks out on an island with just a volleyball for company. Simon had been carrying a helium balloon for the entire evening, but as we waited for the East Cowes ferry, he lost his grip and the balloon rose out of his grasp. He raised a forlorn, condom-hatted head to the heavens and cried out, "Wilson!" And literally 100 to 200 revellers waiting for the ferry fell about laughing to a man. Classic timing, classic ferry. I'm conscious of time, so I'll pass the baton to Amy. But I'd like to say a personal congratulations to Simon and Nicola, and to thank Simon for his unwavering friendship, both then and now. I'll hand over, but I'll give a piece of advice to Simon from Ogden Natch as I do. To keep your marriage brimming with love from the loving cup. Whenever you're wrong, admit it. Whenever you're right, shut up.
Whilst we're on the subject of thank yous, I'd quickly like to thank Interflora for a quick digging us out of the hole at 9 o'clock this morning. But, awkward. Now I'm hoping my speech is going to be a little bit better than John's, but after all, he is the monkey and I'm the organ grinder. For those who didn't know already, and I've been told already by Nicola actually that I'm the best man. So that's I think that was about right. And for those at the back, you might need to squint. Yes, this is an attempted beard. Yes, this is 5 weeks of unemployment. So bear with. And if you squint a little bit more, I'm actually 7 foot tall as well. I'll leave that for you. So, as John and James, or Billy, or whatever they call him these days, have both said, it really is an honour, Barry, and I'm truly honoured to be one of 50 best men. That's been a hell of a selection process, but what the hell? Invite us all. No, but seriously, it is a proud moment, and I hope we've not let you down thus far. Nice still young, of course. And I remember saying at my brother's wedding once when I was best man, I offered to do his next one, but I won't do that because that kind of went a bit tits up. So anyhow, I've given this about 5 or 6 goings over. I think the latest was yesterday morning where I just rewrote the whole bloody thing. I thought it's not good enough, so I rewrote it. I'm going to apologise now for anyone who's offended. This is the censored version. I've known Barry for eight years, I think it is. And I think the best way of maybe surmising our togetherness, in fact, a little bit homosexual, but I'm married, and you are as well, so we're okay. So what I've done, I've written a poem today. Yeah, Wordsworth, eat heart out. I've given this poem a name, actually. It's called The Charge of the Briefcase. So here goes. On a warm summer's day in the Solent Business Park, Simon entered Matchtech, eager to make his mark. He held the briefcase and wore a red nose, much to the humour of everyone he knows. He made his neighbours a winker, a thinker and friend. In 2009, it all came to an end. Off to STR, this fine fellow should go, his reputation intact, in the briefcase on show. In 2010, a point group was created. Working in his pants, he said, was underrated. He tended to hire a certain type of young lady. His excuses to Nicola became somewhat shady. His recruitment training really shone through. Please take a look as his testosterone grew. The company grows strong, success clear to see. His staff causing interest to Operation U-Tree. Our friendship began in 2006, a couple of years before he bet Nicks. No whiskey I drank, nor rum did I touch. I have Simon to thank for teaching so much. From kayaking to sailing, gliding to skiing, jumping the chaos wall had the doorman seething. I thought it was over. I thought we were done when my wife dropped him off on the M271. An apology followed, the wife in dismay, when later she found he lived miles away. We saved for a boat. It was destined to be. The girls had other ideas, no ship for the sea. He bought a motorcycle, the fastest on land. Not quite so funny when Barry broke his hand. Skiing in the Alps with one arm in a sling, he chose to teach girls, one of them, Miss King. Their relationship blossomed, they became a good pair. They kicked out their tenants to where they didn't care. Getting thinner, his nose a real glow. They sit here today, a couple they truly be. Please, raise your glass for Mr. and Mrs. Barry. Mr. and Mrs. Barry.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You've got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I'll give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh, how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. The world is beating you down. I'm around through every mood. You're my downfall, you're my muse, my worst distraction, my rhythm and blues. I can't stop singing, it's ringing in my head for you. Do you want to go to the seaside? I'm not trying to say that everybody wants to go. I fell in love at the seaside. I handle my charm with time and sleight of hand. Do you want to go to the seaside? I'm not trying to say that everybody wants to go. I fell in love at the seaside. She handled her charm with time and sleight of hand. But I'm just trying to love you any kind of way. But I find it hard to love you, girl, when you're far away. Away. Do you want to go to the seaside? I'm not trying to say that everybody wants to go, but I fell in love on the seaside. On the seaside.
make a lot of noise in a minute.